Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast. Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. It's Friday. It's a new episode. I'm here with Carlos, Hugh, Marie, and I'm Lafayette. No Johnny today. Anyway, thanks for joining us on Nerds Talking. And of course, we're going to start off with the Oscars. Did anybody actually watch it live? So we got a no from Hugh.
No, sir.
We got I'm pretty sure Marie didn't watch it, of course.
No.
Carlos, I know he didn't watch it because he doesn't watch the Oscars.
I did not watch it.
I did watch it. I always watch the Oscars. It's usually just background shit, you know. Oh, what's on? Nothing. I'll just put it on because it starts early. It starts at 5:00. So if I'm home, I'll just turn it on. And man, so is Dune the greatest looking movie of all time? And that's all it is? Because that's clearly what they told us. They just told us, hey, it sure looked good. We're not going to give it any awards for story, actors, screenplay, anything. We're just going to tell you 8 times that you won, that your movie looks fantastic. I'm not sure how the director should take that.
Did they win anything at all for Dune?
Yeah, I just told you. They won everything that had nothing to do with the actual storyline. Director didn't win. The plot, the screenplay didn't win. The story adaptation.
So what did they win for? Visual effects?
It won for everything: cinematography, visual effects, sound editing, costumes, makeup. I mean, they cleaned the house behind the scenes.
Maybe because it was only part one. Maybe they just dogged it because it wasn't complete.
No, you know how Oscars are, man. Your story has to pull out the heartstrings to win a major award. You know, you're not gonna win the big awards if you're not pulling at the heartstrings.
So who did win the big awards?
Coda.
What's that?
Which is Pull Out the Heartstrings movie. It's a movie about teenagers, like a family where the parents
deaf parents.
The parents are deaf, and the daughter is kind of rebellious, not in a bad way. She just kind of wants to break away from the parents because she feels like since she's the oldest, she's gonna be stuck taking care of her parents and living at home. And so when you got that type of element, you're gonna win.
Who was director then?
Best director was it was a woman that won. Man, she won for Way of the Dog.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
She won for Way of the Dog. And
I always think it's funny how best director, if you win best director, I think you should automatically win best picture. If you win best picture, you should have best actor and best supporting actor. But it doesn't,
not necessarily.
I think her picture wasn't good enough to win best picture, but it was good enough to win best director. That's kind of weird. I think
the only two that correlate to me is if you win best screenplay but you don't win best movie, that makes no sense to me. Like, oh, you have the best story of all of them, but your movie wasn't good enough. Like, what? Wait. Like that doesn't. Those two don't.
Well, that would have to fall in with best director too, though, because you could have a good story, but if it's shitty director and your movie looks like crap, then it could be the opposite, right? Where the director can take shit and make it look good, but it could still be shit.
You guys remember when La La Land won?
Yeah,
they didn't win. They didn't win.
I know. Still funny. Still funny.
That was Parasite one.
Oh, that was the
Moonlight one.
Moonlight. You're right. It was
Moonlight. It was Moonlight.
We still can't get it right.
And Moonlight was the movie about the jazz musician.
That was La La Land.
No.
Yes.
What was the movie? Moonlight was about
the projects in Miami.
That's right. And the gay guy and the guy that just passed away, that he was in the black guy that just passed away, he was in The Wire.
Was he the guy with the scar on his face?
Yeah, scar on his face. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He just passed away. That's right, Moonlight. Yeah. It was okay. I mean, I like La La Land more, but who cares really in the end? I mean,
if I was going to give Dune something, it would be best director.
yeah, exactly.
I could see everything else going to other films, heartstrings and all that, but to direct that and direct, you know, a 1,000-page book, which is crazy.
Is the downside directing a movie that's primarily on a green screen?
Well, why? I mean, because you still got to direct and convince people that it's a story worth watching.
No, I get it. I'm just, I think that is also kind of a, something that they look at. Anyway, so Coda, a movie that probably none of us have watched, which is I think on Amazon Prime for free. It's either on Amazon Prime for free or Hulu. You can watch it. Won Best Movie.
I think it's on Hulu.
Okay, and then if you want to watch Way of the Dog, that's a Netflix movie. And what else was nominated? How is it not good? It was nominated for Best Movie of the Year.
It was not a good film.
You're the worst person. Licorice Pizza, I think, was nominated for Movie of the Year.
Who votes? I know it's the Academy, but who is in the Academy that votes for best movies and all these awards?
Actors, actresses, directors, I think, are in the Academy.
Yep.
Everybody basically you see sitting in the cutaways, voted.
More or less.
Yeah.
So, do the directors get to vote for other directors?
Yeah.
Is it it's like a presidential vote, but for the movies?
Yes. Basically, you can vote for your own. You can take the magnanimous route and say, I voted for his, even though I want to win. Yes, you can vote for. Yes, everybody votes.
Yeah,
except for the people who pay for it, to pay to see the movies.
They do vote with their dollars, and they're the real winners. So
right. Yes. The public does not vote. That's right.
Well, that's why the Oscars introduced categories of fan favorite movie, fan favorite moments, and it's funny how there are superheroes. Everything was superheroes. It was all just superheroes. Like the fans just want to see more superheroes. That's all. And then Best Actor. Do you guys recall who won Best Actor?
I sure do. You mean the guy that got the standing ovation?
Did he get Best Actor for Ali?
King Richard? No.
King
He never
Richard.
won anything.
No,
anything outside of King Richard. Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't Ali. I thought he was up there.
Who won Best Actress? Sacramento lady. Sacramento winner.
Oh, that redhead.
Jessica Chastain.
Is she really she's from Sacramento?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She what movie was she won for Tammy Faye, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which I did enjoy very much. It was very good. Yeah.
Was that a good movie?
She's also in a show called Good Girls on Netflix.
No, that's not her.
Are you sure?
That's not her. You're thinking of the girl you're thinking of was in Mad Men, the redhead. And now she's on Good Girls.
Dallas something.
No,
that looks like her too. She looks a little like
Dallas Howard.
Bryce
Howard.
Yeah.
No, that's not her either. Carlos is thinking. She's strictly a TV actress. Who you're thinking of? Hendrickson, Christina Hendrickson, or something like that, or Erica.
No, Hendricks. Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks. There you go. Yeah, she was in Mad Men. That's how she kind of. She got.
Okay.
Wasn't she blonde in that movie? No, I'm kidding. I'm lying. In that movie, in that show. Just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't know.
It's like usual. 90% out of your mouth is burp.
Just like the room you're sitting in, you're always in the dark.
That's true. So sad. If people can't see this, but Marie's sitting in the dark with a very like her kitchen is lit just barely in the background. It basically represents her brain. Just a little light is on. A little bitty light is on, but most of it's turned off.
Over there, you cannot see it.
If it's turned off,
and the windows are open.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of cobwebs in that.
And just like her brain,
I do not clean the
cobwebs. Wind goes from one ear out the other ear.
I do not clean the cobwebs because they catch bugs.
You should not clean cobwebs in your brain because it's still waiting for information to be placed inside.
At least relevant information.
Let's move on to the big news of the night at the Oscars, huh? You guys didn't see it live. The big Chris Rock joke that was, I mean, how bad of a joke was it, really?
It was terrible.
I disagree.
No, there's nothing wrong with that joke. Absolutely
no.
Wrong.
I'm talking about, when I say bad, I mean as in poorly written. I'm not talking about how bad was it in the sense of like he disrespected anybody. I think the joke was bad, like itself. G.I. Jane. What are you?
Yeah.
I mean, reference G.I. Jane for God's sakes. I mean,
I'm gonna guess he didn't do that off the cuff. I'm guessing that was
He did.
written.
He did. He
Oh, he
did
did?
actually. Yeah, it wasn't
Oh.
written. He did.
But either way, it was a nothing joke.
My mom said that she looks really good with a bald head, and I was like, I agree.
I
She does look
agree
good.
too. She does look good. So I don't. The joke, you may not have liked the joke, but I don't think it was a horribly, insulting joke. I don't.
No, absolutely not.
No, the thing
is,
people don't know. He prefaced he actually called her out first, almost like in a jokey way,
I love you, Jada.
I love you, Jada. But when does G.I. Jane 2 come out? And I'm like,
right. And then he was done.
So how was it prefaced?
And when I watched,
that was how it was prefaced. It was prefaced like that.
Because I was watching it live, and he said it. First thing I thought was, man, what a horrible joke. Just like that's the joke you came up with. What a it's not good. The reference is old. Most of the people watching probably won't get it.
I'm sure only the people there at the actual event.
Yeah.
Probably
Would it have been funny if G.I. Jane was a recent movie?
Possibly. I mean, maybe more reference. I mean, more people would get the reference.
But the reference is so stupid. Oh, you have a shaved head, so that's my joke. I'm gonna correlate the two together. I'm like, that's such a dumb joke.
Was he talking about anyone else either? Because why did he just randomly bring her up?
Because she's
sitting in the front row.
Right in the front row.
So he was calling out who was in the front row. That's all.
And Will was laughing in the cutaway.
And then he looked over at the wife, and the wife is like, he was like, oh, I got to do something on live TV in front of millions.
What if Chris would have said, "Hey, I loved you in Black Panther"?
Really? That's exactly what happened.
So wait, Will Smith was laughing because the video that I saw, it looks like he just went up there right when it happened.
No, he was laughing off.
It was a cutaway where he was laughing, and then it cut back to Rock, and then you see him reacting, and you see Will walking on stage after he turned to his wife and decided to grow a set.
Well,
and go up and say, "Look at me."
Yeah, no.
Will Smith would have got his ass beat at home if he had not tried to beat up Chris Rock.
Yeah, by Jada's boyfriend.
No,
wait, you actually think Jada would have said something to him to the effect of, "Why didn't you go on stage and confront him?"
Fists, with her fists.
Oh my god!
No.
Then why did Will Smith do that?
Because he was laughing. He looked over at his wife, and his wife had the death stare at him, and he was like,
"Well, that's what I'm saying. If Will Smith didn't go beat up Chris Rock, then Jada would have beat up Will Smith."
No, she.
I don't know. I don't know.
She would have got over it, and he would have wanted his award, and then they would have gone and partied the rest of the night.
Will must have been set off by something, because you don't go from laughing to all of a sudden she sicks him like a dog on Chris.
I don't think there is anything else. I think it's just him.
I
think he is just a coward.
It's literally him being dogged so much in his marriage.
YouTube says it was staged.
I'm sure.
Good thing YouTube said it. Oh my god, thank God YouTube said it. Oh, YouTube.
Honestly, okay, let's move on then. YouTube said it.
YouTube said it. Case closed. Says the lady in the dark.
In all honesty, I've heard that many times, but it wasn't.
Oh no, it's not.
And he's going to be disciplined. That's not going to make any difference.
Yeah. Well, when you watch the unedited version that came from Japan, that's when you're oh shit. Because when I was watching it live, the Oscars cut it right away. It was because it's on delay, and then what you saw the screen flicker a few times, like it went backwards, and it showed Chris's response, like the look on his face, like 3 times. And then it cut to Will Smith, and it was him cursing at him, but the audio was out. And then it cut back to Chris Rock. Literally, it jumped 5 seconds to him just presenting the documentary award. And I was and I thought when I was watching, I was like, "What the hell just happened?" First, I thought it was fake, and then I was like, "Wait a second, why something's being edited right now?" And then you saw Will Smith cussing. You're like, "Oh, that was real. Oh shit, okay."
Maybe Scientology was behind it.
She was too. She was big time into it.
Everybody jumped on the whole, "Oh, she has alopecia," and he said that. It's oh my god.
It's not going to kill her. It's not
going to do anything. It's just you're going to lose some hair. Ask middle-aged men how alopecia affects their life.
And she looks good in a bald head.
Well, it's not that.
And on top of that, though, I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but she has hair. If you saw, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's
if you see what's it called, alopecia, right?
Alopecia, yeah.
Alopecia.
If you've seen people have like an extreme case of alopecia, they have no hair, no eyebrows, no hair, nothing. She has hair. She has eyebrows. You can see the hair growing on her head. It just looks like it's cut close.
You might have
Straight up.
eyebrows. They could have been drawn on.
You know what the thing is she goes around and talks about it like she has cancer.
You're
and
right.
People are like, oh my God, she has a disease. I'm like, no, she's just like any friend of yours, at 40 that goes, hey man, losing your hair, bro.
Say
Yeah,
that
well,
when I lost
life.
when I got COVID and I lost my hair, and if someone said that to me, I would have been very, very sensitive about it because I love my hair. She probably loves her hair. She's a woman. She's probably like, oh, like it sucks if anyone loses their hair, whether you're a man or a woman or anything in between. But like, she's probably uber sensitive about it, and maybe she has.
According to her, she's not. According to her, a couple of weeks ago, she loves her new look, and doesn't matter what people say about it.
That's just
What she
that's just a
said.
front. That's just a front.
Obviously,
don't
if
think
she
it
sent
is.
her
I
dog up to go,
I mean,
smack Chris
the
Rock,
problem is
I don't think it is. If it was a front, she wouldn't talk about it. Probably.
you can't use, well, she didn't use the excuse. First of all, she didn't bring up that alopecia and the joke, and that's just what everybody else brought up. Everyone and their mom, CNN, whoever it is on the news, now we're gonna do a whole segment on alopecia for 20 minutes.
Maybe.
I'm like, oh, okay. Go to keeps.com. We can fix it.
What's the other one for him? For
him?
him.com or him.com?
Hymns, it's just hymns.
Hymns, yeah, okay,
hymns.com.
hymn.
The Rogain's been around for a long time.
I tell you, to be honest with about Smith, it was a punk bitch move because it was funny what Howard Stern said the next day. Do you think he would have walked up there and slapped The Rock, for example, or do you think he would have slapped somebody else making that joke who wasn't little guy Chris Rock, who he knew wouldn't do anything back? I'm not saying they should have brawled on the stage, but Will Smith maybe doesn't get up if it's somebody different. It's just a punk bitch move by him. He knew he could get over Chris Rock. He knew he could get up there and do it. A couple of actresses are actually defending him. Like, I wish my man would do that. It's like, it's bullshit. She can defend herself. You're
not wrong. And the other thing is, he would have made the same statement if he would have just yelled at him from his chair.
Yes.
Yep. Without ever getting up. Chris Rock would have apologized on the set, on the spot.
Or even during his acceptance speech, he could have said something, Chris, I didn't appreciate the joke.
That's
blah,
it.
blah,
Yeah,
blah.
exactly.
Something like, man, don't joke about my wife. He could have said something like that, not even cussed, and it would have made a better impact.
Yeah, exactly. Not even curse. He could have just yelled it out. Hey, bro, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And he would have been like, what? That was simple.
No, he could have just said, hey, not cool, man, not cool, or something like that. And that totally would have just, cool.
But what makes it worse is he was laughing at first. That makes it worse in my mind, because that means he turned and went, oh, shit, I got to man up.
Well, that's when she opened her purse and passed his balls to him.
Right.
And said, here, put these on. Go do what you
have
got
these for a while.
Yeah, you can have them for the next 10 seconds. You can give them back. Yeah, exactly. And then he in his speech crying about love and peace and how the pressure of always
shut up.
I'm under pressure and people talk about you and your family all the time. But it's like, you know what? How about you go home and talk to your wife about that? Because she's the one that runs around and tells all these crazy ass stories about you.
What about he doesn't want her to go find another entanglement?
But according to her,
what does that got to do with anything?
Open marriage. You're an open
because
relationship.
Because she's in an open relationship. No, she's in an open relationship. He is not. It is not agreed upon. This is my theory. And so he doesn't want her to think that, oh, I'm a bitch.
Wait, before you continue, did you get this theory from YouTube?
Yes. Okay, no, it's YouTube is funneling ideas into my brain as we speak. It has control of my brain. No, I'm just thinking about stuff logically because I do that. I'm telling you, what if he's like, oh, because my ex-sister-in-law basically said that was the moment that she fell out of love with my brother, was when some guys punked my brother about her in front of him and he didn't do anything about it. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm just saying. Fell in love with him.
Fell out of love. So what I'm saying is, he might think that if he doesn't stick up for her, that she's gonna go off and get in another open relationship.
Well, she's probably with somebody else right now anyway.
I don't think honestly it was that deep. I don't think anything went through his head other than he looked over and said, "There's the commander telling me I have to grow a set."
No, I guarantee there's something going on between them, and he's afraid.
Oh no, there's got to be.
Sure,
he's afraid of her, but it's not like he thought about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go. No one just thinks like it was one of those second degree. It's not thought out. It's just you just do it because you're just
definitely something going on in the background and something heavy.
Pavlov shit.
I try to put myself in his place and say someone said something about my wife, and then I look over at her. She doesn't look pleased. I'm laughing. Then I would just tell her, "That's all right. I'll talk to him later. We'll talk about it."
But that's you, not him.
You know,
and vice versa.
Do you know he was asked to leave and he refused?
Yeah, they said today that they
afterwards
said that they told him that he was asked to leave. Yeah, the show.
And
then why didn't they escort him out? Why didn't they get security?
I agree.
Well, because somebody had a good point. They knew he was going to win. They couldn't really.
It doesn't matter. He didn't have to be there.
You know what they should have done? You don't fuck with the Fresh Prince.
They should have let him leave and Chris Rock accept his award.
I mean, the point is a very good point that if it had been some B actor who was 30 rows back, he would have been thrown out. No doubt about it. So I just think it's weak on the Academy's part. Either you're doing it or you're not. That guy can't do what he did. Throw him out.
Well, I don't think he was asked to leave because there's several celebrities saying that they were disgusted that he was allowed to stay. So I'm going to guess nobody really asked him to leave.
Do you think
the celebrities have no say in him staying or leaving?
Do you think
that's not what I'm saying, dickhead?
Well, that's what you're making it sound like.
No, I didn't make it sound like that.
Like because they're upset. Who cares? The Academy did ask him to leave. I
don't think they did. Yeah, I don't think they did. I don't think anybody reacted in that room.
During the commercial break, they asked him to leave.
It's in a number of articles. It's in a number of articles. I can
3 of them I wrote on Facebook.
Do you guys think that they'll take his award away?
No,
of course not. Because that has nothing to do. They don't. Again, those 2 things don't correlate.
But I think the award was just a charity award anyway. Just like DiCaprio's charity award. DiCaprio had a charity award. Will Smith had a charity award.
Yeah, because the winner of that award should have been.
Susan Lucci won a charity award.
Yeah, I thought Andrew Garfield should have won that award. Exactly.
Absolutely.
The funniest thing is the fact that the Academy said that they're going to have an investigation. We saw it. We saw what happened. What are you going to investigate?
Right. Right.
Is there evidence? Is there we saw what happened?
Will they invite him back again?
Yes, because
I hope not, because then that just sets a precedence that anybody can do what he did. Anybody can storm the stage.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes.
That doesn't set it.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But that's exactly what what's his name? The comedian, serious actor, Jim Carrey. That's exactly what he's talking about. We're no longer the coolest group. It was because they will let him come back. He will be cast in other big name movies because it's all about money.
It doesn't set the precedent whatsoever. No one's gonna try to ever approach the stage. It's gonna be the opposite. It's such an embarrassment, and no one's ever gonna try to do that. It's like saying, "Well, why didn't anybody ever
stop anybody from doing that?
Why hasn't anybody done what Kanye West did to Taylor Swift again? He wasn't kicked out of the MTV or whatever it was that year. He just went right back to his seat, and everybody made fun of it.
Yeah, but he didn't slap anyone.
But he didn't assault anybody.
Yeah, but it was still an embarrassment to just pick one album of the year or whatever.
MTV is different than the Oscars. MTV loves unstaged
what I'm trying
like
to
that.
No one's going to get up and slap somebody. Nobody. You actually think that's going to happen? No.
I do think that's going to happen. Maybe not on TV, but all these nightclubs that have comedy clubs, yes, that's an open invitation now. It's open season.
It's not.
It's totally open season.
No.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
It might be another 30 or 100 years before it happens.
30 years to 100 years.
I'm trying to think about.
I'm curious if it had been you, what would your first reaction be? Chris Rock had the best reaction.
Oh, I would have went right behind him and hit him in the fucking back of the head. I wouldn't have stood there like Chris Rock. No. I would have been like, you want to see a fight on TV? It's going to happen right now.
Right. I would have said, I would have put my fists up and said, you turn around, you're going to get punched in the face.
You know what? Not even that. When he approached them, because Chris Rock was laughing when he approached them. Because he said, "Oh, look, Will's come up here." So like his goofy laugh.
Yeah,
I would have been like, "Dude, what do you want? Like, why are you coming up here for?"
Right.
And then what would he have done? Nothing. I think if he would have actually said, "What are you coming up here for?" He would have probably done nothing. He probably would have said, don't say that. Don't, blah blah. Apologize or some bullshit.
Don't you think that he could have seen the look on Will Smith's face, like if it was serious or laughing?
But he still didn't expect to be slapped. He didn't expect to be slapped. That's what I'm saying. He's walking up on stage. You're not thinking he's gonna swing at me. You're thinking he's going to say something. Maybe he's going to get up in my face and say that wasn't cool. You're not thinking he's going to swing. But I'm telling you, once he did, then I would have said, "You better go back to your seat. You better go back right now."
That's right. Don't turn around. That's
either way.
If he was asked to leave and he refused, if I was David Rubin, I would have told him, "Look, we're not going to continue the show until you leave."
Who's David Rubin?
He's the president of the Academy.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how long were they going to go on a commercial break for?
It doesn't matter. I would have told him, look, we're not coming back until you leave. And if you don't leave, I'll escort you out. Someone will escort you out. They could have called the cops and had them escort. Cops were already on the scene. They were already there because they're always at these events.
Well, yeah, they asked Chris Rock if he wanted to press charges.
They could have just had, hey, please remove him from the premises.
But they chickened out, Carlos. And it's no surprise. They chickened out. You leave.
Why?
I won't. Because Will Smith has more power than they do.
Scientology has more power. And I also
think the producers, when he refused to leave, I think the producers probably were interested to see where it goes when he gets his speech. All right, let's see what he does.
Will this be?
And why didn't he apologize to Chris then? That's what I didn't get. He said that stupid thing that, Denzel told me this. It's at your highest point the devil comes to get you.
Oh, no.
What I want to know is why
Shut up.
Denzel, Tyler Perry, and even Bradley Cooper.
It's Bradley Cooper.
They were talking to. I mean, why didn't anybody go talk to Chris Rock?
Right.
Why didn't anybody go see how he was doing? According to what I read, he was in his dressing room alone.
Adam Sandler, David Spade.
He had better not. He hasn't yet accepted the apology. He had better not accept it.
Wait, so Will Smith did apologize.
The next day.
On Instagram.
But Chris Rock better not apologize for anything. And I'm going to guarantee you, he probably got a phone call from Adam Sandler or Jerry Seinfeld or someone that said, you better not apologize. Because that's just comedy. You better not apologize. That's what I'm hoping he got.
And
Adam Sandler put something to the effect of, I got your back. I love you, bro, on Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, don't apologize ever for that shit. Never.
No. And Jim Carrey is right. Jim Carrey said he was sickened by the standing ovation.
Yep.
And he felt like Hollywood is just a bunch of spineless people.
Yep.
Wait, he got a standing ovation.
Well, for the Oscar.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody. That's when somebody should have pulled a Kanye. Should have got up. They should have been Andrew Garfield.
I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish your speech, bro.
Let you finish your speech, bro. But Tick Tick Boom, way better movie. I was in Spider-Man. You ain't in shit. You know nothing. You make shit movies. Anyway, you can have your 10 minutes. There you go.
I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he nailed it as well.
He
said by hitting Chris Rock, he announced that his wife was incapable of defending herself against words.
Yeah, I know. That's the sad part. That's the saddest part. It's just words, man. It was a 1 second joke.
It diminishes her. It diminishes her. Yeah. She's not strong enough to defend herself.
And she has to be embarrassed as hell.
Has she said anything?
Yeah, all she said on Instagram the next day.
Peace and love or something.
Oh no, it's time for peace and healing. What?
Shut up.
What? It's time for keeps.com.
And then we had Zoe Kravitz. She made a comment as well.
Oh,
I liked Zoe's comment. I liked her comment.
She posted a picture of her dress beforehand. She said, here's a picture of my dress at the show where we are apparently assaulting people on the stage now.
She was great. She's great.
And then she changed dresses for the after party. And she said, here's a picture of my dress at the party after the award show where we are apparently screaming profanities and assaulting people on stage.
Damn, no, that is not cool, bro. But
and then people were giving her shit because she was friendly with his son.
I know.
7 years ago.
Yeah, it was funny.
So what?
You mean like
Wanda Sykes defended Chris as well. She said she felt awful for her friend Chris and was sickened and physically felt ill. And she said she's still traumatized by it. And she said for the Academy to let him stay in that room and enjoy the rest of the show and accept his award, how gross is this? This is just the wrong message. You assault somebody, you get escorted out of the building. For them to let him continue, she thought it was gross.
Anybody else would have been.
If you went on Twitter, it was it actually turned into a race thing.
Oh no, it did. Well, that's because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he mentioned that as well. He said that one of the main talking points right, from those.
What he said, he's right.
No, he said one of the main talking points from those supporting systemic racism in America is characterizing blacks as more prone to violence and less able to control their emotions. Smith gave comfort to the enemy by providing them with the perfect optics they were dreaming of.
That's right. That's
he absolutely right. Nailed it.
Oh no, right. But the racist aspect online that I see is actually women saying that white people can't speak on this, and I was like, what? Yeah, I saw it all over Twitter, and I was like, I'm confused.
Doesn't make any sense.
I was like, how do those things correlate? So there's a guy on Twitter. He has like thousands of followers. He has alopecia that I follow. He has no eyebrows basically. And he posted a thing about what happened. He's like, this is ridiculous. It's not that big of a deal. People are making it bigger than it is. I had it for years, whatever. You live with it. It's nothing crazy. And people were commenting under that he wasn't allowed to speak on it. This is a black matter. And I was like, what is going on? He had like hundreds of comments like that. And I was like, what? These have nothing to do with each other. And it turned into this huge white privilege thing. And I was like, what the hell?
Are you kidding me? That's
and I was like, I said, man, when does G.I. Jane 2 come out? And I don't know, man.
Here's the bottom line. If you're comparing me to Demi Moore, who looked hot in that movie, I'm taking it. Yeah, still that's does. Right. I look still strong does. And hot. Yes.
Still does. Yes. That commercial she has with Mila Kunis. Yeah, still does.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He should just had a better joke.
But the bottom line is ridiculous act. And when Jim Carrey said if it was him, Monday morning, he would have been announcing that he's suing Will Smith for $200 million. And I can understand what he's saying. He's saying, and he also said, because that image is going to be out there forever. That's going to trail Chris Rock. That is the highlight of his career right now. And it's going to outlast his life. The photo of Will Smith slapping him.
Oh, Chris Rock's
right.
Chris Rock's he's still gonna put that into his act, and he's gonna kill Will Smith.
Oh no, I'm sure he is.
Rest of the way.
You know what? Honestly, me punching Will Smith would have done nothing. Chris Rock handled it so good. Like, you keep my wife's name out of you. Okay, I will. Moving on.
Yeah. He just moved on.
With you. I'm done with you.
Right.
Done with you, Smith.
The script, and just kept going.
Yeah, but you could tell he was faded by that slap because when he fumbled his words a little bit. He actually transposed a couple of the words when he's trying to announce the documentary. So what people are trying to say it wasn't real. I'm like, man, he was disoriented. So
it was real, man. He got slapped hard too.
But you know what?
But he didn't go down. And Chris was right there, still there.
And then I don't know I can't remember the football player, Devontae, or I can't remember his name. But he tweeted that there's no way he would defend another man's woman, basically saying that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like,
and Ricky Gervais had a great.
Oh, Ricky Gervais.
They kept asking him. Tweeted that I don't know why people keep bringing me up. I wasn't even there. He said if he was hosting, he wouldn't have made a joke about his wife's hair. He would have made a joke about his wife's boyfriend.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Like, absolutely.
And Gervais, I mean, nothing tops Gervais when he hosts Golden Globes. So
Gervais
that was great.
He's the best.
I don't know if people know there are no Golden Globes anymore. They got canceled because they came to find out the foreign press has no people of color. Everybody's white that votes on the movies. So that's why it wasn't on TV this year. It got dropped.
But it's not going to be gone forever, though, is it? Or is it?
They're saying it's going to be gone forever. That's what they're saying. It's dropped. It's like done. Like
no way.
But if you guys didn't watch the Oscars, he basically tried to recreate the Golden Globes with the way the seating was and everything. It looked like the Golden Globes were produced by MTV
instead of
rows. It was.
I saw on YouTube Louis Black do a bit. No, it was Louis Black did a bit for the Daily Show about how the producers of the Oscars are trying to get more viewers and how they're doing all this stuff. And I was like, well, I guess that's how they're going to do it, by having...
It's not going to make me want to watch the Oscars next year. It's not like I'm going to go, who's going to get hits this year?
Like all the babies that are watching YouTube. Because I'm hella young, But I'm just saying, like, the people who they want to be watching them, like the people who are watching the movies who what is it like I know what I'm trying to say, and I'm not saying it very well.
Good Lord. Did you just get slapped and you're disoriented?
The population of people that watch movies that they put movies out for are usually for young people, but they're not the ones who watch the Oscars. So they're trying to get younger viewers to watch, and maybe that's how they're gonna get it, is by having drama. Unstaged drama.
Oh my God.
You guys don't believe me, but watch.
Wait, no. To Marie's point, though, I know there are people part of that academy who are not upset about it either, who are thinking our ratings numbers jumped.
Well, did they jump? Because nobody tuned in.
I don't know, because
people were already watching it. You missed it if you didn't tune in.
I was talking to a friend of mine, a coworker.
Ratings jump.
But they might talking about next year, though.
You expect the same next year?
No, it's not like race. It's not like you're watching NASCAR. You tune in to see who's gonna wreck.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, not that. If it happens again, then it's staged. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a coworker of mine. They said, "Did you see what happened to Will Smith? The Will Smith thing?" And he thought I was talking about his acceptance speech. He had no idea because he missed it. He missed that whole thing. But then he said, "Yeah, but after his speech, it got so boring, I turned it off." So he didn't finish watching the award show.
No, they're
and he didn't even know that Chris Rock and Will Smith got into an altercation.
Yeah.
So no, they're.
I'm just saying they don't hate controversy, though. I'm just saying that. And there is a point to that. They don't hate the controversy.
Man, Twitter was deleting anything that was like if you put at Chris Rock, they would delete your tweet.
What about at Will Smith?
He doesn't have a Twitter.
He doesn't have one. No, he doesn't have a Twitter.
There's a guy
named Will Smith.
Podcaster named Will Smith. He got hella tweets.
Yeah,
he got hella.
A white guy. He's like
some white dude.
He's like a game engineer and a podcaster or something.
Yeah.
Cancel him. Cancel him.
He should be canceled. Yeah. No, it's funny because I put one and they deleted it, and then it said your tweet was deleted. I was like, what? So then I just reposted it again, and they deleted it again. I was like, what the hell?
What did it
say? All it said was like, never apologize for another man's stupid actions, and no, don't accept his apology. Never apologize for that shit. Like just do a better joke. Like that's all. Like I don't know, man. If I was Will Smith's publicist, I'd be like, oh my God, what do I do now? He's gonna go to every single talk show. I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna want him on.
I don't think so either. I don't think anybody's gonna take him.
I agree.
I don't think Fallon's gonna take him. Colbert's
not. You can tell by the comments that he made. He's not.
Yeah, Conan's not gonna take him.
Did you see the Jimmy
James, Kimmel? That's right.
No, the Corden bit. Don't mention.
I did.
Jada.
Don't mention.
Don't mention Jada.
Yeah, don't mention Jada. They did the whole song from Encanto. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That was great.
No, yeah, it's true. I wouldn't allow him on any show. Like if I was a producer, like, nope, you can't come on my show, bro. I'm good. So I mean, he can come on here maybe if people want to get more listeners. So
what's funny is that I didn't know anything was going on until Lafayette had posted it on a group chat we have, and I saw the Japanese video. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened. I was literally pissed off. I was so mad that I wanted to punch Will Smith myself.
Me too.
I was so mad. And the whole night, anybody that talked to me, I just gave them attitude. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Somebody's gonna get hit. I wasn't so mad.
I wasn't upset. I wanted to hug
too.
him. I wanted to hug him and tell him, don't let the devil stick his thumb in your bum.
No, that's Jada's job with her strap on. Oh shit! He's gonna say something to me now.
All bad. Oh, why does it say it just comes out of nowhere? What if that was a joke though? That was like something to that effect, the effect of how Jada's the man in the relationship. What if he would have said, "Keep my wife's name out of your"? No, he would have been like, "What do I say here? Keep my name out of your mouth." I keep my penis out of your mouth. What does he say at that point?
He did dog her one time before though, and I can't believe it had any relationship to this. But you remember he like 5 years ago or 6 years ago he said something about her.
Yeah. Well, I guess she was supposed to have a roast on Comedy Central.
Oh, you mean when the Smiths boycotted the Academy Awards and Chris Rock was hosting then as well, and he made a joke about it. He says them boycotting the awards is like me boycotting
Rihanna's
somebody's panties.
underpants.
That's right.
I wasn't invited.
I wasn't invited.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They try to even correlate those two things. Yeah. I don't know, man. Just remember, people, alopecia is not that serious. Don't get carried away. Don't treat it like cancer. CNN had a whole thing like as if it was cancer. It was terminal. I have terminal hair loss, everyone. Please come to my wake.
Shut up.
All right. We'll take a break here on Nurse Talking the podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Bridge Boys.
Bridges.
My name is Jeremy, and this is my partner in crime, Andreas Papas.
That's right. We're here to introduce you to the podcast that takes you on a whirlwind tour of the world's coolest bridges.
Yeah, we'll be exploring the history, culture, and engineering that goes into them. So we hope you'll join us on our exploration of all these beautiful bridges. And be sure to subscribe to the Bridge Boys podcast on your favorite podcast player.
Yeah, we'll be dropping some new bridge knowledge every Monday starting August 9th. So we'll talk to all of y'all then. Bridges.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, God damn it. Not Johnny. Johnny is not here. And Marie. And remember to rate, subscribe, download, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends. Every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking the podcast, where podcasts are found. Today, we have a famous actor that has retired. He's retired because he is losing his cognitive skill. He cannot necessarily read well. He cannot even say things that great. His brain is slowly... He was diagnosed with I don't know what it's called. It's like alfalfa or something like that. It sounds like Alzheimer's, but it's not. Anyway, it's a very famous actor. Very famous. Bruce Willis. So Bruce Willis has officially retired from acting.
I was gonna make a joke about he's afraid of Will Smith, but now that you say that, like, that makes me really sad.
It's aphasia is what it's called.
Aphasia. There you go. Aphasia.
They relate it to potentially having had a stroke.
Okay. So there you go. He's had 144 acting credits to his name, from TV to straight to DVD to the big screen. And that's what takes us to top 5. Hugh has top 10. Top 5 or 10 list of your favorite Bruce Willis movies. So we're going to start off with Hugh because he has, and these are in order, right? From 10 to 1.
They are. Well, all right. I can go from 10 to 1. Yes.
And here we go. Number 10.
Expendables.
Really? That made your list.
Really?
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Number 9.
Death Becomes Her.
Wow. Okay. That's an interesting one also. Number 8.
Fifth Element.
Yeah. Good movie.
Yes.
Number 7.
I love this movie, and I forgot totally that I did it. The Jackal.
That's a good movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Number 6.
Would be Unbreakable.
Oh, good movie. Very good.
Unbreakable.
Okay. Now we're down to his top 5. Number 5.
Sin City.
Yeah. He was fantastic in that movie.
Yes.
Number 4.
Looper.
Yeah. Looper's good.
Okay.
Looper's good. Number 3.
12 Monkeys.
Oh, he is fantastic in 12 Monkeys. Number 2.
Sixth Sense.
Oh, okay. And number 1.
Die Hard.
How
totally missed one. You totally missed it.
Well, if it's on your list, we're gonna find out.
Let me guess. I know which one I missed.
No, don't.
You can't say it.
Don't say it. I'm gonna wait because Carlos's top 5 is now on the board. Number 5.
Top 5, man. Well, these gonna be. Well, I just gotta say, number 1 is Die Hard. So,
number 1,
Die Hard.
Number 2,
The Fifth Element.
Number 3
is Pulp Fiction.
Number 4
is. Did I say Sixth Sense already?
You did not.
Did not.
Sixth Sense.
Number 5. It's the one that Hugh didn't have.
He didn't. Is Live Free or Die Hard?
Live Free.
No, he already named the one that didn't
Live
have.
Free or Die
Pulp
Hard.
Fiction is one he didn't list.
Oh, you didn't list. That's right. You didn't list Pulp Fiction. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, he's so good in that. Oh my god.
But do you know why? I didn't see it. Sorry.
What?
Wait, whoa.
I know. I didn't
You've
see.
never seen?
I've seen parts of it. I did not
You're
see
not
the whole
missing
thing.
anything.
I didn't see the whole
You're
thing.
a fool. You're not missing anything. Shit.
Well, we don't
You
listen
saw
to Marie.
Unbreakable.
Marie's
but you haven't
probably
seen
never
Pulp
seen it
Fiction?
either. So
No, I have, and it's not. I'm not a Quentin Tarantino fan.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Wait a minute. Describe. Is there a scene between
John Travolta and Bruce Willis?
Willis and I did see it. Okay, I take it back. All right.
Well, if you
Can't
can't
take it
remember
back.
it, don't
Can't
add it
take
to
it
your
back.
list.
Yeah.
Well,
Clearly don't
no,
recall
wait.
it.
No, I remember the scene between him and
But you can't
where he
base
puts
it
the
on
ball
one.
gag, the
you
ball
can't-
gag in the mouth.
That
and
is the only good part of that movie.
You can't base it on one scene.
Well, no, I remember. I thought that movie was a different title.
And I'll give you an
it's been a
honorary
minute.
mention. Armageddon.
The honorary mention.
Armageddon.
Armageddon. I loved it. Nobody likes it, but I love it. Love it.
I do remember Pulp Fiction.
All right, now it's Marie's time. Top 5.
Okay.
Number 5.
I don't have them in any specific.
Doesn't matter.
order.
Just go for it.
Look who's talking.
All right. Yeah, he plays the baby. That's true. Number 4.
I only have 4. So I like the Gorilla song. He's in a music video. What is it called?
The Gorilla song.
Wait,
Yeah,
time out. He's in a
What?
music video.
Yes,
what?
with the gorillas.
Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done.
What else is on that list? The
top-
Seagram's. The Seagram's.
Yeah. We asked for the top 10,
Wine cooler
top
commercial?
5 movies, and you said music
No, I don't
video.
like any of his movies, but I do like The Fifth Element and I do like 12 Monkeys.
Why do we do this? Die Hard Batteries commercial, that one?
Huh?
Yeah. Just go away. All right.
Wait, before you go to yours, Lafayette.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames was the other actor, right?
Yeah, Ving Rhames.
Ving
Yeah,
Rhames.
Okay,
Ving Rhames.
I did see it. I apologize. It is part of my top 10.
Yeah. No, Ving Rhames. Yeah.
I remember.
Number
I love
5, I would probably go with number 5, Sin City. That's such a good
Okay.
one. Number 4, I'd probably go Unbreakable. Number 3, Sixth Sense. Number 2, Die Hard. And number 1
That's
would
number
be
1.
actually Die Hard with a Vengeance. I think it's a better movie with him and
Oh,
Sam
wow.
Jackson.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
I think it's a much better movie. He has chemistry with Sam Jackson.
He
It just
does, but the
plays
other one
plays out much better.
I can't remember the kid's name now.
You
the
talking
kid
about
from
the kid that
I did
is,
like that one.
The
I did
Macintosh
like that one.
commercials.
Yeah. Man, what is his name now? He's not much.
Justin Long.
There you
That's
go,
it.
Justin Long.
I thought that was a better movie only because the action was better and the story was. the
Oh
story was,
man,
yeah, the
Oof.
action was much better.
I think the plot is better, but the movie part 2 is a better movie for sure.
Part 2 is a good movie. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just the scene alone where he has to wear that sign out in Brooklyn. That's so harsh. And just
But
him
those,
and
after part 3 though, they all went downhill. They just went to shit.
well, there's only 4. I mean, there's the one he made with the kid that plays his son. It's really bad. Takes place in
that
Russia.
part 4? No, is it?
Yeah, that's 4.
Oh, okay. Then that was a
My
shit
bad.
movie.
No, you are my bad.
That was 5 of them.
Part 3 is with Sam Jackson. Part 2 is the one with the
Oh, that's
airport, the
right.
airplane.
Yeah.
And then part 4 is Justin Long, and part 5 is a really bad one with
Yeah.
his son. So
It's
there you go.
supposed- yeah,
So number 1 on my list would be part 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yeah. But
Oh, yeah,
again,
the one with the kid is Die Harder.
yeah, Die Harder. Yeah.
Die Harder.
Yeah. And then part 5 is a Good Day to Die. So anybody catch that?
Isn't it a good day to die?
It is. Go ahead. I'm
Bond.
waiting for exactly. I was waiting for you to pick up on that. Good one, Marie. It was Bond, James. Oh, and that Bond won an award at the Oscars for Best Song by Billie Eilish.
Heard it was horrible though. Just horrible.
What is horrible?
The last Bond movie.
It's good. That's great action. The villain is underwhelming. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, the villain was shit.
He's
Who
not
played the
shit.
villain?
He's just underwhelming. It's like, oh, really? Like you don't
Who
seem
played
like
the
you're that
villain?
scary.
Rami
Rami Malek.
Malek.
And he's okay in it, but
Oh.
it just didn't. There was no payoff with him. Like, oh, really? This is it? This is your big plot? Okay, but the movie's good. It's a good movie. They underutilized the chick that was Ben Affleck's girlfriend for a minute.
Wait, Ben Affleck is Bond
Anna
now?
de Armas.
There you go. Anna
No, his Brazilian girlfriend or whatever she is. I think she's Brazilian.
Oh,
It's
it's
too
on
bad
real life.
Johnny's not here. He would have liked the fact that she did, I guess, or is doing a Marilyn Monroe film
Oh,
for
she
Netflix.
is NC-17.
Yeah, and it's Netflix first NC-17.
That's right. And
Who's
it's
doing
not
that?
it's not a like autobiography or anything. It's just a
No.
movie starring Marilyn Monroe. So she's just playing Marilyn Monroe.
She's playing Marilyn Monroe.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a new Marilyn Monroe movie, basically.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that?
Is it Anna Diarmo? Is that she
Yeah.
says her name?
Oh,
Anna Diarmo.
Affleck's old girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anna Diarmo.
She's playing Marilyn Monroe in a fictional movie. There you go. So Bruce Willis has called it a day and hung up the. Well, he doesn't. Does he have an Oscar? Did he get one for Sixth Sense?
No.
But
You
I don't.
sure?
Are you sure he's totally done? Isn't it just he's retiring for the moment? That's what I thought. That's what I
don't
took
think.
the
I don't
article.
think there's any coming back from this, man.
Doesn't sound like it. If it's
I don't
like
think there's any coming back.
Yeah. How are you gonna come back from that? I mean,
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
It says one way of getting it is after a stroke. Another way of getting it is it's slowly growing inside you like a tumor in your brain,
Right.
so.
something of that sort.
Isn't
So I don't-
also you get it from having the
You're
last
hitting the
30
head
movies
hard.
go to Redbox?
So you're saying he's
I'm-
faking it so he can't remember his last movies that he
That's
did.
right. That's I didn't shoot Cosmic Space where that movie was. It came out last year. That was just horrendous. I don't know what it's
Cosmic
called.
Space.
Oh man.
Oh,
he
that's
made it.
yeah. That the one that was straight to Netflix.
The one that won the Razzies.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it's a Razzies winner. But there you
You're
go.
talking about Cosmic Sin?
Cosmic Sin. Yeah. Cosmic
Yeah,
Sin.
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Bruce Willis is will no longer be in your cinemas. So
Golden
Unless someone
Globe.
plays him playing in a movie,
why?
right?
What?
Like Marilyn Monroe's in a new movie. Someone might
Oh
be
my
Bruce
God.
Willis
Why do
in
we?
a new movie.
Why does she
Yeah,
speak?
that's it.
I don't get it.
Jo-
Carla, you know what? You
Joseph
get up and slap
Gordon-Levitt
her.
already played him in Loopers.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like
Yes.
they didn't play him in a movie. They played Jonathan. What's his face?
Jonathan Winters.
Jonathan,
Yes.
What's his face?
Jonathan Winters.
No.
Willis did win a Golden Globe, but no.
He
Oscars.
did. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Was
Oh,
that
there
for
you go.
Sixth Sense?
I don't know. I can't tell. It just was a question asked, and
Mm.
I can't tell what he won it for. But yes,
Um,
Golden Globe.
but thing is, Marie, your point of somebody playing Marilyn Monroe, well, they're playing her. I mean, she's dead. So, and I mean, it's crazy how Marilyn Monroe is even relevant. She is still though. It's kind, but
She's
it's
an
still crazy
icon.
how it's just crazy how she's still relevant. It's kind of wild. There's not many people that pass away that they'll just live on forever. And she
Frank
Lee
Sinatra,
seems-
Charlie Chaplin.
and Bruce Lee is such man. That guy made 5 movies and he will never die, ever. Like his legacy will never go away. It doesn't matter. He'll live forever.
And there's Brandon.
No, he doesn't have a
No,
legacy.
just
Not even
Bruce.
close. Yeah,
Just
Bruce.
very weird how he
Bruce.
passed though. Just so weird.
No, I mean, on set accident, so but his legacy is the one movie. That's it. And
Right.
but it's the movie that's the legacy, not Brandon, And for the reason that he died on it. I mean, it's a good movie, but it's the reason,
I think
But if
he
you
could have
could
been
name-
good. I think
I
he
mean-
could have been good.
I mean, Elvis, forever legacy. It has a new movie coming out.
Looks
Looks
good.
great. Looks really good. Who else? Who can you think that you're like, man, this guy, like Michael Jackson, your legacy will never die, Probably musicians more than actors because the music, go on
actors.
forever.
Actors too, though. De Niro.
He's not dead.
He's still alive.
I mean,
No,
good lord,
alive.
man, you just
No, I'm
killed him.
talking.
He's
I'm
still
talking
alive.
about in future.
Betty White.
Future.
Betty White.
Betty White for
is
sure.
Is this the Deadpool? We're gonna.
Well, no,
see
I
guys
just-
next?
I thought you were talking more about actors who will have legacies when they.
No, we're talking about current, like people that at the moment they died so long ago that you're like, man, this you're still relevant, like in today's age. That's just crazy. And there's people that aren't relevant at all that passed away. That you're like, oh, that person was pretty big.
Sinatra for sure.
I already said that.
Yeah, Marie already said that.
Judy Garland.
No, not Judy Garland.
Fred Astaire.
Yes, for dancing, everybody always brings them up when they talk about dancing. They always bring up Fred Astaire. Yeah.
Debbie Reynolds.
No.
What? Wait, Debbie Reynolds. Where is she from?
Singing in the Rain.
Oh no.
That's what's her face's mom, Carrie Fisher's mom.
No, she's not. No, what? No, Debbie Reynolds. No. Try again, Marie. One more. Give me
Carrie
one more.
Fisher.
No. Princess Leia.
Princess Leia, but that's
sure,
it.
but not Carrie Fisher. No.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody will know who
that's
she
like,
is 50
That's
years
like
from now.
What's the guy that played Superman that passed away? Reeves.
Christopher Reeves.
Like he doesn't have that type of legacy.
No, because
Superman,
people
sure.
We know, but in 50 years they won't know who Christopher Reeve is.
Exactly. That's
will they know who Sinatra is in 50 years?
I think so.
Yes, because he'll always be referenced in some type of way.
Like Miles Davis. Miles Davis. Everybody, if you know jazz, you know Miles Davis.
You bring up Miles Davis. Yeah.
That's again, we're going back to music at this point. Now, what about movies?
Yeah, movies
I can't
are
really
harder.
think of anybody, but
movies are
Bruce
harder.
Lee and Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, no, movies are much harder.
I'm not even sure people will know who Bruce Lee is in 50 years.
Oh,
well, it's been over 50 years now, and he's still.
Yeah,
he died in the 70s.
He'll always be
70s.
known as the god of kung fu, and again, he only lived to his 30s and only made 5 movies.
That just goes to show you how much of an impact he made just in that short time.
Yeah, exactly. But actors, that's harder because even what's the fella that the gay guy that died in a motorcycle accident? He was super cool with his leather jacket.
James Dean.
James Dean. He still
Marlon
has
Brando.
some relevance and he barely had a career really. And
Marlon Brando's not a bad name, but I don't think people will know who he is.
Marlon
in 50
Brando.
Years. Not in 50 years.
Unless you're a Godfather fan,
Yeah,
you don't know
it's a
Marlon
Godfather
Brando.
thing for Marlon Brando. Man, he was a good-looking guy when he was young, though. But he was known for Godfather. That's what he's known for.
You know what it is? Because Marilyn Monroe and James Dean have a lot of art, like pictures and like paintings. Like Marilyn Monroe had that one, the pop art one from the 70s that made her. That's also gonna last forever. Does that make sense?
No, it's also because she was a sex icon.
Playboy.
And also because she died
because
young.
she has lasting pictures that people still think about her to
I
this
think
day,
it's because
like the James Dean picture.
It's because she died young.
So did James Dean.
That's what I'm trying to.
Right.
But didn't
tell
Marlon
you.
Brando also? No.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
He was 80. He was 80.
Marlon Brando lived to be an old man.
You know who gets
sites?
remembered are artists, painters. Painters really,
But it's only a handful if you think about it. It's only a handful now. It's back
Disney.
then.
It's
Back
funny
then
how
they're-
people
Well,
always mention
example.
Jackson Pollock, right?
Jackson Pollock and his splatter paint.
Yeah. And the only reason is because the guy really didn't know how to paint, just did a bunch of shit mess. And whenever you see shit mess, you go, oh, Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, that's just it. Da Vinci, Van Gogh.
but they will still be remembered
So
100 years
Dali.
from now.
Yeah. Who Marie just said. And he lived.
I love
he lived
Dali.
till like,
I love
he lived
Dali.
till like the 80s or something like that.
I was a big Salvador Dali guy.
But
love
the thing
Dali.
is, those guys, because they were so outstanding for their time. Nowadays, a million people can draw and paint and everything else better than Da Vinci.
Well, okay. First of
So
all,
they're never gonna be like Da Vinci. Da
I'm
Vinci's
telling
the-
you,
first out the
it's-
gate.
the wall art, if you can put something on the wall and someone can stare at it all the time versus putting on a movie, it's different. And with that being said, like if you have social media, like everyone has access to everyone's art now. That's what Instagram is for. So that's my theory, is that why those people are going to be remembered over other famous actors. Because Judy Garland is an icon to me, but you're right, she's probably, she was in The Wizard of Oz, the original. You know what I mean? So
what else was she in that makes
Here's
an
the thing,
icon to
you're
you? Hold
you're
on, what
mixing-
else was Julie Garland in?
Yeah, you're mixing
ahead.
icon.
Summer
with-
Stock.
You're mixing icon with character she played. You know
No,
what I
I'm not.
mean?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is I know who Judy Garland is. I do like a lot of her movies. She was in Easter Parade. I do like that film era, right? And even though I know it's cheesy, and also she did do blackface at some point as a kid. She did play a black character. But what I'm saying is, if you have like a famous picture made about you, if you have famous wall art like Van Gogh, everyone's gonna know because everyone knows what the starry night is. You know what I mean? Those are easily things that you can just hang on your wall and look at, or whatever. Or you could put that on your Facebook background picture or whatever. You can recreate it yourself. Like movies is something you have to watch. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be harder for people to see actors all the time. That's why music is easier too.
Van Gogh and Da Vinci and so forth.
I don't know. Besides Michelangelo, I don't know what Da Vinci has done, and I don't see paintings.
You know what Da Vinci has done?
I know what he's done, but I can't just name off the top of my head.
Down. He left the code behind. He left the code behind.
I actually think Marie has a point, though. I think she does have a point. Like Judy Garland really has no business being even remembered if you think about it. She did really one giant movie.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So like the artists and painters will live on forever because again, they're the first. They're the ones like, oh man, these are priceless. These are great. Yada yada. Yada. Da Vinci did who painted the Mona Lisa?
He did.
Rembrandt.
Exactly. Yeah, but no, it's not Rembrandt.
Did you say Rembrandt?
No, it's
Da Vinci.
It was Da Vinci.
It was Da Vinci. Sorry.
But yet Carlos, Marie can't remember anything Da Vinci did.
Sorry.
But it's because of that reason. They come from a time where it's 1470. This guy's amazing. Oh, we still have his paintings till this day. Oh yeah, this is great.
But people didn't have access to art like he did. People gave him hella money.
What I'm trying to say is nowadays there'll never be a Da Vinci because there's a million of them.
You don't know that.
Oh yeah.
People have access to
who's
art
the most
supplies.
Famous artist these days in public?
I don't know. I don't go on the internet.
That's just it. He's not even an internet artist. Who is he?
He's a sculptor and an artist.
No,
well, he's a painter and a sculptor.
Banksy is probably the most well-known.
But does he paint it? Does he paint it, or does he put the shadow on it? He puts isn't it like a plaque that he puts on, or whatever? He doesn't just sit there and paint it.
No, he doesn't paint anything. You're right. He takes silhouettes or whatever stencils, and he spray paints and runs away. And then they go, "This wall's worth $1 billion."
Didn't he reveal himself though?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I thought I saw something where.
But anyway, when we go to movies and music, legacy, definitely musicians have a longer legacy for sure. Will Bruce Willis have a legacy as strong as others? Probably. Well,
I don't think so.
Because of Die Hard, to be honest.
I don't think so.
And his Golden Globe was for Moonlighting in 1987.
Moonlighting, really? Which got him the Die Hard role.
I don't think so, because I don't think even Die Hard is iconic enough like the Judy Garland movie, which is an iconic movie.
You know who will be missed once they're gone is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah, but Stallone, he has better movies than Bruce Willis. I mean, Stallone yeah. I mean, Stallone has two of the most iconic characters in Hollywood.
I don't think I've ever seen a Stallone
Rocky and Rambo. You never seen a Rocky movie?
Never seen any Rocky movies? You never seen Rambo? You never seen Copland?
Expendables?
Nope. Of course I would never see Expendables. But I've never seen Rocky.
Have you ever seen Oscar?
No.
You ever seen
Stop 'Em and Mom Will Shoot?
Stop 'Em and Mom Will Shoot. You ever seen
Judge Dredd?
What's the one he did with Kurt Russell?
Dredd was not a good movie.
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash. You ever see Tango and Cash? You ever see Cobra?
Cobra was good.
You ever see what's the movie he did with Schwarzenegger and the
Predator?
prison one? Oh no.
Prison Break.
Prison Break. Yeah, Prison Break. Man, Stallone is but he's.
I've never seen any Stallone movies.
Do you think Stallone is a better actor than Willis?
Yes.
I think if I took Stallone's best movie, I couldn't find as good of a movie that Willis has made. No.
Or as popular, do you mean?
No. To be honest,
Stallone is far more popular.
Willis has never made a
He is.
He's never made a movie as good as Rocky. Rocky is a great movie. Like acting wise, everything about Rocky is
back to my point. Rocky is an iconic movie, but he will not be remembered like.
Yes, he will, because Stallone's remembered for being Stallone, not necessarily Rocky.
Yeah, a wife beater.
What?
He's a wife beater, isn't he?
No.
Did you get that off YouTube?
Yeah, did you get that off YouTube?
No, I didn't. I did not.
What? How is it a person that knows nothing about Stallone? He's been married to the same wife forever with like 4 daughters.
That doesn't mean anything.
And he's only 5'6".
What's funny is that there's another podcast where I mentioned someone's name, and right away Marie was like, Oh, you mean the wife beater? Apparently,
I pay
everybody's a wife
attention.
beater.
I think
He's
it was
not.
Stallone.
He's
It
never
was
been
Stallone.
arrested for that or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. He did do porn.
He did do one.
That's how he started his whole movie career, doing a porno. Yeah.
Well, that's how he almost gave up on movies and went to porn because nobody picked him up.
Yeah. And then he wrote Rocky, and somebody's like, "This is brilliant." He wrote,
Then
He
he
wrote
wrote-
Rocky.
Didn't he
Oh, yeah,
write
he
and
wrote it.
direct?
He
He wrote and
did.
directed
Did
Saturday
everything.
Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. Yeah. Saturday Night Fever. I mean, I'm telling you, that dude he can write movies, man. Like he's good. He's good.
I'm just saying, I think Willis is a better actor. I'm not saying
I
he's
don't
more
know. I've
popular.
never seen Willis, but I've never seen Willis
I
do
don't
a
know.
monologue like when Stallone did the Rocky monologue to his son.
I'm not. They're probably even. I guess. I don't know. I mean, but I do think like Willis in Sin City is really good. Like really ridiculously good. I mean, of course, his Sixth Sense, he's good, but I don't know, man. Stallone. Here's the thing about Stallone: you can put him in a drama, he'll knock it out the park. But you could put him in an action movie. That's his specialty, right? So, Over the Top. Nobody ever seen Over the Top? It's a phenomenal.
But I mean, but could he have played the part in the Jackal, for
Oscar
example?
worthy.
I go back to the Jackal. I go back to Looper. Could he have played those parts as
Have you seen
effectively as
Copland?
Willis?
Have you seen
I
Copland?
did.
I think
he was good in Copland. I'm not saying he wasn't.
You know, the thing is, he couldn't fit that part physically, like the Looper thing. I couldn't see him play that part.
Right.
That's it's like Schwarzenegger. You couldn't put him in a lot of movies, and they forced him to a lot of roles. Where you're like, man, you're out of place, man. Like you're just like twins. Like,
right.
What?
Yes.
I get the comedy aspect of it, but what? Like,
go Marie.
Bill Murray.
What about Bill Murray?
Will people remember him?
Only because of the chive. Only because of the chive.
See, someone made a picture out of him.
Because of what?
Someone
The
made a
chive.
picture out of him.
You said the chive?
You ever seen the chive website?
Oh, yes. That's what I was thinking. Like, why would we have the chive?
Bill Murray's big. They got stickers of him. They got T-shirts of him.
I don't know about Bill Murray's a good one. I don't think so. I don't think he'll have a lasting legacy.
Well, so now if we're going living, I'm going to take back De Niro because I don't think De Niro will have a lasting legacy either. I don't think people will remember him in 50 years.
Why? Because he's a wife beater, Marie?
Yeah,
back
wife
me up
beater.
on this.
Well, yeah, why are you backing me up, bro?
on this?
I was gonna say,
What? Does his wife have alopecia? Calm your ass down, bro. I'll slap you. I'll slap the shit out of you. Keep De Niro's name out of your mouth.
I was gonna say, never mind. But it's
good.
that's
Thank
for
God.
Another, it's for another
Good.
podcast.
You would have said some ridiculous shit anyway about drugs and.
No, I would have said Al Pacino or Robert De Niro.
Al
who do you
Pacino,
choose?
100%. Yeah,
I do love Pacino
because Pacino has that one role that
Scarface
that De Niro never had. He never had that role, that character.
It wasn't even a good. It's funny about that movie because it wasn't even good when it came out. I wasn't born, but I heard that it wasn't good.
That's the best.
When she was two, she heard.
I heard that back in 1974 when it came out, people didn't like it.
I thought it was 82.
Whatever. It's still hilarious how you put it together.
Have
you seen it? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Then only your opinion matters, not what you heard. So did you like it?
I think when I first saw it, I was like 18 and I was really into gangster shit. And but now looking back, I was like, that movie has no point. The movie literally has no fucking point.
But isn't it based on a story? It's based on a story, right?
No.
I thought it was. I thought it was based on somebody's life.
Michelle Pfeiffer is hot, but that's about it.
I mean, the point is that an immigrant came from nothing and went to the top of his profession. Yeah, his profession, and it all came crumbling down around him. Everybody else basically.
I think as an actor, it just depends on the role that you take that makes you puts you in a iconic movie, I guess, that will never be forgotten. Like Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford will not be forgotten.
Yeah, but Harrison
Star
Ford was in a
Wars
lot of
and
other
Indiana
shit.
Jones.
Yeah.
We can't really hear you, Marie.
I was gonna say.
Where's your microphone?
It's right here.
Okay, good.
Right next to my mouth. I just keep interrupting the middle of Carlos's sentence.
No, Legacy is a good one. Legacy is like, will DiCaprio have a legacy?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, will a movie like
he
Titanic
doesn't have a movie that
keep
goes,
him?
I need to watch this movie.
You know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it is the character that creates the legacy, right?
His heart will go on.
Like,
nah,
oh
good
my
one.
God.
Good one.
My God. You better keep Celine's name out your mouth.
No, that's true. I think a character will live longer than the actor will live.
Well, that's just it. Like Robert Downey Jr., right? Will it be because he played Iron Man?
Absolutely.
I don't think he himself, the actor, will have that legacy. For us, he will because we know he's a good actor, but it's just Iron Man has the legacy, right?
Drugs.
Yeah, he was into drugs. Yeah.
I just have to make my obscure
You do have
comment.
to make your one comment that you got to throw in there.
What is it? Black tar heroin was his favorite.
I'm trying to. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if you can. Is there a big actor or actress out there that's forever going to have a lasting legacy like Marilyn Monroe? I think it's because Marilyn Monroe also died young and she was at the peak of her fame, and her death was a mystery. Exactly. So, and then same as the other fella I mentioned that died in the motorcycle accident,
James Dean.
What was his controversy? Because he was gay?
Well, that was just a rumor. The controversy. No, he didn't have a controversy. He was also really famous at the time, on top of his, the peak of his game, and he died. All of a sudden, he just, dies in an accident. Like, oh shit.
But I had heard he wasn't a very good actor either, and he had to.
Has anyone seen a James Dean movie?
I've never seen one James Dean movie.
Me
Even the one
neither.
he's really famous for, Rebel Without a Cause.
Without a Cause.
Never seen it. Why are you raising your hand for?
Clint Eastwood.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
yes.
no.
For all those
I don't think
spaghetti
so.
westerns, I
don't think so either. I think those westerns.
John
are actually,
Wayne. That's the same reason John Wayne.
John
is.
Wayne, little different. He
Who's
only
that?
played that same role over and
okay,
over.
never
Just
mind.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
See, John Wayne's different. Just John Wayne only played John Wayne, and that he was John Wayne, right? That's it. Where those westerns,
I can see what you're saying.
when Eastwood's westerns aren't even in anybody's mind anymore. Those are like no one mentions them, no one brings them up. He has no iconic character. Josie Wells, sure, but nobody brings it up. Like
Dirty Harry.
even then, that character itself is gone by the wayside.
I guess so.
The
That's
only
hard.
spaghetti western I have ever seen was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, he's in that one.
No, I'm lying. I saw another one, but I don't
You're
remember
lying.
what it's called.
Good. Everything you say is a lie.
Always lying.
Because you beat your
What?
wife.
By the way, Scarface was
I'm telling you, Jada's gonna beat Will Smith's ass.
Oh my god,
Scarface.
give it up already.
Scarface was loosely based on guess whose story?
Scarface.
Al Capone.
It was Al Capone. That's right. You're right.
Isn't
It was
Al Capone Italian though?
Because what's Al Capone's nickname?
Cal Patone.
Al Capone's nickname is
Scarface.
Scarface. He had a scar on his face. Exactly.
So it
But
was
he's
loosely
Italian,
based
though.
on that.
And
Yeah, but
international.
it's loose,
Then that's
loosely
really loosely based on it. Really.
Okay, I'm gonna name a movie.
Because he wasn't a
God
drug
Off of
dealer.
fucking Lafayette's fucking face.
Capone
Here we
was a
go.
drug guy.
Hold on, everybody, calm
God may
down.
be doing it, but
I gotta hear this.
I don't know. Mouth breather. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up. It just sounds like they're making shit up.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, well, it's time for
Okay.
a break. I don't know where that's
That
going.
made-
I have no
that-
idea what's
You
going
just
on.
killed the show. You just killed the show killer. So
Mouth breather. Okay,
I
moving on.
didn't. What happened there? I don't know. All right, we'll take one more break. We'll be back here on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto, all things that we love, all manga that were originally published in the legendary magazine Weekly Shonen Jump.
But not every series can run for 300 chapters and have a hit anime. This is David.
This is Jordan.
We're the hosts of Shonen Flop. Each episode, we look at manga that ran in Jump that didn't quite make it.
We discuss what it did wrong, what it did right, how the series could have turned itself around, and ultimately, was it a flop or not?
Run all your favorite podcast apps, and you can find us at shonenflop.com.
Keep on flopping, floppers.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Here, Marie, Hugh, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette, and Mouth Breathers. That's where we left you at, and confuse the shit out of us. Hey, did you guys end up watching Jackass the movie by any chance?
Yes.
All right, we'll go through that real quick. And there was another movie requested by Johnny Old Henry. It looks like everybody else saw that one as well, except for Marie. But Marie can jump in on the Jackass. I'm pretty sure she has seen Jackass, so she gets the concept of Jackass, right, Marie?
Mm.
All right, maybe not. Maybe she hasn't. It's crazy how is it that people over the age of, I would say, 35 has never seen a Jackass is beyond
That
me.
doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, because Jackass was a
What-
TV show on MTV. It was
Wouldn't you
very
say people
popular.
who are under 35 would
I
have
said
seen it?
over, not under. No, over. That show's so old. I mean,
It is.
Johnny Knoxville's in his 50s.
I know, but never mind.
I mean, you know,
Yes, Marie. I like that. Never mind.
yeah. There's a mouth breather. So Jackass the movie, or was it called Jackass Forever?
Forever.
It's on Paramount Plus. You can watch
the
it
fourth
there.
film.
And the final one. And it starts off pretty wild. With the Godzilla.
Yes. Party Boy. I was Party Boy, right?
Did you guys think the same thing? Like, is that balls? Because that's the first thing I thought. Like, is that? Why is there balls on the bottom of Godzilla?
That's not his junk, is it?
Yeah, it is. The whole time it's his dick. The whole time. And you're like, what the hell? And
because Party Boy likes to show his junk.
Oh, he sure. It was as funny. Does. It was as funny as you just remember Jackass being, but about I would say 2/3 of the way through, I was bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was the same thing, just in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're gonna do another silly,
and a lot of them were stunts that were done before. They're just redoing them.
Yeah.
Better ways of doing them, I guess.
With like newer people too, like okay, here's the new heavy guy.
Yeah,
he'll be doing that.
Yeah, here's the new cast. Yeah, here's the new cast members. I laughed hard at some stuff. I mean, but when I'm watching that, I had some pain just watching it. I was like, oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh my god, like how would you even survive that? But when you guys watch it, what was the funniest one you thought in the movie, and what was the one that made you go, holy shit, why would you even do that? Which ones that you remember were the funniest, and which ones were the most painful?
I just had two holy shit moments, and it was what's his name who kept getting hit in the cup over and over again. Yes. I mean, I thought it was bad enough that he got hit by the UFC guy,
Ngannou.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou, who can hit basically with the power of a car, and I thought when I saw the trailers, I thought, did he hold up? And then I thought, nah, it doesn't look like he did. Like he just went in there with a straight right.
Oh man, that was. And what was the second one?
But then when he gets hit with the pogo stick, the pogo
stick. Oh my god, the pogo stick, and it. Oh my god,
the cameraman almost vomited on that one.
Oh.
Who's another recurring character?
When the cameraman almost vomited because the guy shit himself.
And the other one was Johnny Knoxville, and I don't know why he continues to, because his brain is getting messed up. But when he did the bull thing, I mean, he straight up 10 feet, straight on his head. Straight like.
Why would you do that? Exactly. It's wild.
Those were the exact two moments that I liked as well. Aaron, what made me laugh the hardest though is when during the pogo test is when you saw the inside of Aaron's leg, the bruising from that softball.
From the softball
made me laugh so hard. I was like, oh my god, it must have hurt so bad. Worse than the hockey puck because he's all padded up.
Oh, the hockey puck though. My god,
even
dude,
then,
was on point.
Oh my!
When he got hit in the face.
When he hit in the head.
Oh my god. Like that's what I'm saying. It's funny, and you just like I kept cringing, like, oh, it looks like it's just the worst. Why would you go through this?
Well, why would you do the pogo test? The dude didn't even land on his cup. He's landed on his
like it pulled his ball sack down.
Pulled it. Oh, and it cut. It was bleeding, and oh my god, they show a lot of dick in this movie.
And then the second one was like you when Johnny Knoxville got nailed by that bull. I think what made it more satisfying to me is throughout the whole movie, Johnny did like one stunt, the
couple of things here and there. Yeah.
And so everybody else is getting jacked up throughout the whole film. All the cast members getting all messed up. Then Johnny finally got hit by a bull. I was like, yes, finally, something happened to this clown. The leader of the pack got jacked. I also kind of like the marching band one too. That was kind of goofy.
That's my number two. The marching band I thought was brutal. And just funny as shit. Just so fucking. It was so stupid too. So stupid.
Well, what was dumb is that they weren't even walking on it anymore. They're just jumping on it,
like
and
then and just slammed into each other. No, I thought the one where remember the guy with the rattlesnake, and then they brought him in the room and they turned the lights off. Oh. That was the funniest thing, because when they went into the other room, they thought they were escaping and they kept running into the pan, and the guy tried to jump over the table and had all the rat traps. I mean, I was laughing so hard at that, and it's funny. Like I said, it just gets a little bit boring towards the end, but it's just so funny. It's so stupid. And if I had to rate it, I mean, if you're a fan of Jackass, definitely watch it. I'd give it a I give it a 2.5 out of 5 though. I mean, it's funny, has its moments. A lot of, hey, let's put a whole swarm of bees on your dick and see how it goes. like what?
Was it at Steve-O? Was it Steve-O that did the
yeah,
who threw his junk right out there too? Like,
oh yeah,
right, here you go.
Like nothing.
Yeah, and he lost one of his denture teeth.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
that was on
the paintball hit him in the face or something.
Oh yeah, no, that was the marching band.
No. It was at the very last stunt.
Oh, but remember the marching band one where he even said, "What happened? I don't remember anything." And he took out his one denture tooth, and he was like, he was in the stretcher. He was in the marching band outfit.
Well, he wears dentures. They're all
I know, but he has the
one
I think
out.
that one. I was like, dude, even Johnny Knoxville's head was bleeding on the marching band thing because he got slammed by Steve-O. That shit is funny, man. I mean, if you have Paramount Plus, watch it. It's the opening scene is hilarious. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's a man's dick painted green, being controlled by strings that looks like a Godzilla.
A little
party boy. Party boy.
Oh my god.
And then I thought the opening was actually kind of funny when they were like playing it out like it was a Godzilla movie, and then they all got jizzed on. The whole army got jizzed.
Oh, how about
Tony Hawk got jizzed?
Yeah, that's right. Tony Hawk got the pig.
Are you gonna bring up Party Boy and the pig semen?
Oh, remember when he just drinks it?
He takes a big drink.
He just drinks it. And he goes, "Yeah, that's semen."
Well, yeah, but didn't you see the MTV show?
No, I know. That's why I was like, yeah, he knows what that's like. So what'd you guys rate it?
I give it a 2.5 as well.
All right, and Hugh?
I'll go with the same 2.5 across the board.
Yeah, and if you've seen it, catch it, man. It's funny. Marie? All right. That's a good one. Now we move on to Old Henry, a Western starring Tim Blake Nelson. You guys know him from what's that movie?
Brother, Where Art Thou?
There you go. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
One of the Soggy Bottom Boys.
That's right. One of the Soggy Bottom Boys. George Clooney and John Turturro. George Clooney, another actor that's kind of gone ghost for a couple years. And
well, you would too if you sold your alcohol for as much as he did.
That is true. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much what he did. He sold that thing for billions, and he's like, "I'm good. No acting needed."
Which alcohol?
Casamigos.
His tequila.
So move on to Old Henry, a Western recommended by Johnny, who's not here, and he told us just as good as Tombstone and Unforgiven. Those are Johnny
on that level.
Oh, that means just as good. If he's telling me it's on par with Tombstone, that's a high bar set, like a very high bar set.
That's true.
And then earlier this year when we did that Netflix review, what was it called again?
The harder they fall.
You guys said that was good as Tombstone. I still don't agree, but
it's up there though. It's pretty good action wise. It's pretty good.
Now, would you say Old Henry is as good as Harder They Fall?
Here's the thing about Old Henry. It's a really good Western story. I consider what I would call, it's a slow burn where you're just sitting there as the story slowly, the fuse is lit at the beginning, right? So this fuse it's a slow burn. It just keeps going. And eventually it's going to get to the gunpowder and there's going to be an explosion. That's why I call it a slow burn. It was a really good story. It kept me hooked the whole time. At no time was I bored. I wanted to see what was coming next. What's going to happen? Who is this guy? Why is he hiding? Why is he so all of a sudden, hey, troublemaker in the past? And I knew the premise of the story, so I knew what was going to happen when the gunpowder exploded.
Oh,
I'm like, why? Why is this guy such a badass? And we find out why.
Do you think that is the reason why Johnny thinks it's as good as Tombstone and so forth, because of the reveal?
Yes.
Because I think that's what it was. So. I'm watching it going, man, it's okay. I'm into it, but I can't compare it to those movies. Unforgiven, to me, no, it's okay. Stephen Dorff did a great job, I thought.
Yes, his accent and his raspy voice. That was a good job.
But the whole time I'm watching going, this is just kind of a generic plot that I've seen before. This is nothing new. And then the twist comes, you go, oh, okay. Did it up the movie? Yeah, it probably upped it by 1 point. You know what I mean? Like a game. Like if I was sitting there going, this movie's a good 2.5. Oh, it's now a 3.5. Well, look what we got here.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that did it for that movie. Other than that, it was
twist?
Kind of generic to me.
It wasn't
kind
a
of
twist,
generic.
really. Just a reveal.
It's a generic.
Do you want to know?
Movie.
Yes.
Because this farmer, and I agree with you, Lafayette, for the most part. I know why he's comparing it to Forgiven, because Forgiven at the end, and this was how it was with me, and I'll tell you in a second, Marie, but Forgiven for me at the end, like I'm still rooting for Eastwood, even when Hackman is sitting there going, "You killed William and women and children." I'm like, yeah, he did. I'm still rooting for him, and so you're still rooting for the guy, the lead actor in this movie, who has done crap in his life.
Well, you didn't have any reason to root against him, though, because the stuff that we know that he's done is so vague that we don't necessarily know that he's that bad of a guy. Like, he doesn't want to tell his son anything. It's to the point where it's so bad I can't tell you. Just do what you're told, boy.
But that is what he's saying, though. He is saying that. He's saying,
I know.
I was Billy the Kid.
There's nothing.
I did bad things.
There's nothing till it's revealed that Marie, that he's Billy the Kid.
Ooh.
The main.
So this farmer who
Henry
is living
McCarty.
living under his assumed name. His son doesn't know, and at the end, he's taken in this stranger who he's protecting, and his son has no idea who he is. And it turns out he's actually he used to be Billy the Kid.
Yeah, he survived his assassination. Nobody knows it, and he's been hiding out Billy the Kid.
Is this a true story?
You know what? For you, it is. Yes. For you can have it. Put it on YouTube. And guess what? Old Henry, wife beater, even though she was dead. Because he beat her to death.
Even though they were gay.
You cheering.
He did not.
Actually, no. She died of alopecia. But
she died of tuberculosis.
Same thing.
Same
thing. When you lose all the hair on your lungs and then they inflate. Or deflate, I should say. No, but and like it's okay. Didn't you guys find it to be kind of generic? I find it to be just kind of generic. I've seen this movie before. I'm gonna take in the stranger. Oh shit, he's a bad guy, and this guy wants him, but I have to defend him because now I'm defending my own household. I'm like, I've seen this. This. This is nothing new. Just the twist was like, oh, that's pretty clever. He's Billy the Kid, and he's badass. He could shoot everybody out like Deadeye. Like, oh, this guy's great. And then when he died, I didn't care. like I just didn't care. Like, oh, he's dead. Okay.
I love that end. It thrilled me, that end. I said, when his brother, or not his brother-in-law,
Son.
gets shot.
Oh,
no, the brother-in-law. When
Trace Atkins.
Right before he gets shot, though, when he's like, "You in for a world of hell."
Yeah,
like,
when he said that, though, I was like, yeah, he's right, though. He's right. He's about to get.
But I'm like, I still didn't know why, though. I'm like, what do you mean? Why is he in for a world of hell? What? Why?
Yeah,
why?
It built it up, right? Because I thought the same thing. Like, what? How's Henry this badass? I'm very. And did he tell the brother-in-law one time? Oh, hey, I know we're just hanging out making stew here. I'm Billy the Kid. Like, what? I just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, what's for dinner?
And then, within 5 seconds, he's like, pow, 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 pow. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
He smokes everyone. Okay, so what would you guys rate it? Let's start with Carlos. Carlos, your rating for Old Henry, the 3 Western, a 3 out of 5. Hugh?
I liked it a lot. I'm going to go with a 4.
Oh, wow. High praise.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Have you seen Tombstone?
Yes.
And what would you give Tombstone?
I'd give it a 4. I'd give Unforgiven a 4.5.
I mean, the thing is, Johnny set the bar
tremendous.
too high for this movie. If he would have said, "Hey guys, watch this Western, it's really good," I probably would have gave it a 3.5, but it's a 3. Because he told me that it's on par with Tombstone, I'm like, no. Tombstone to me is that's the bar to me when it comes to Westerns. That's the bar. There's too many moving parts. It's a very good story. It's a revenge story. It's a love story. It's everything in one. Tombstone is just everything in one. It's a great Western.
Better than Unforgiven?
Oh yeah.
I loved Unforgiven though.
I mean, I'll be on one
Unforgiven
character
is another slow burn.
It is. It's a slow burn.
Where Tombstone is not a slow burn. It just goes. It just goes.
But one character makes Tombstone, and you just can't top it. Can't
Doc
top
Holliday.
Doc Holliday. Just cannot.
No, I agree. It was a great movie. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah, but like I said, just Johnny set the bar too high for me. I was watching Old Henry going, when's it going to pick up? When's it going to pick up? It's good, but Let's go. Let's get a little more going. But I also do like those kind of movies, though.
I was surprised because I'd never heard of it. I was like,
were you surprised because you saw Shout Factory at the beginning? You thought, oh, this is gonna be garbage, because that's what I thought. I was like, Shout Factory, oh, this is gonna be so trash.
Well, more because I had never heard of it. I was like,
yeah, you know what?
What the fuck is this?
That's another thing. I watched it going, why wasn't this in theaters? Because this is people would have loved this in the theaters,
right?
That's what I thought too. And I thought Tim Blake Nelson is great in this movie.
He is.
But I think it's because it's Shout Factory. That was who was distributing it. Their movies only go straight to DVD, straight to $5 bin at Walmart.
It's too bad.
Yeah. So
because you're right. The bad guy. What's his name again?
Oh, Stephen Dorff. He was
great too. He was great too.
My favorite actor of all time, actually, because we share a birthday. So
there you go.
That's the only reason.
Wow.
And he was the bad guy in Blade.
So,
and he kind of looks like Kiefer Sutherland, a younger one from what's the movie that he was in? Kiefer Sutherland, the really good vampire one.
Lost Boys.
Oh, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Lost Boys is good. Well, there we go. That's our show. Thanks for tuning in. We break down the Oscars. We talk Jackass. Talk a little bit of Old Henry. And Bruce Willis has left the building. So maybe he'll do cameo. I mean, Michael J. Fox does a couple things here and there, and he shakes. So
not literally, folks. Figuratively.
No, he literally shakes.
No, literally shakes. He literally shakes.
No. Yes. Bruce Willis.
Oh. If Bruce you want to shake your spray paint,
he is not literally left the building.
Fox's hand. He's gonna give it a good shake.
If you want to shake off your Godzilla, give it to Michael J. Fox. Marie, anything left?
Johnny would say, "Shut the fuck up, Marie."
That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
That is true. Now, Marie, before we leave, why do you think that?
I don't know, because he's an angry man and no one likes his movies.
No,
we're talking about Johnny.
Nobody likes Hugh's movies.
No, we're talking about Johnny. Like, why do you think he's
no
always
one likes my
him?
movie?
That's what I said. Is because he's
because he's an angry man.
And nobody likes his movies.
Got it. You're a social worker, aren't you?
No.
Oh, what? I thought you dealt with crazy people.
I work at the state.
No, same thing.
All
right. Well, that's our show. Next week, Marie will break down Johnny's psychotic breakdown. Yeah, his psyche. And she thinks he's an angry man that gives us bad movies. And
wasn't that second part true?
Yes. I don't recall him ever giving us another movie to watch.
Mouth breathing.
I think he did give us another movie, but I can't remember.
I can't recall. But we did have the game.
Hold on. The game. That's right. So,
and the game bar is set. Now, is Old Henry better than the game?
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
What?
What's the game?
But very close, though. Very close. Well, maybe they're tied.
Say yes,
they might be tied.
Really surprised
it is. No,
they might be tied.
It is better.
They might be tied. They might be tied.
Nah, that's better than the game.
No, it's better than the game.
The difference is when the brother got shot, he didn't fake his death. He's dead. The brother-in-law, he's dead. And Old Henry,
dead.
Oh, right.
No games to be played. All right, that's our show. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. For Hugh,
live long and prosper.
For Marie,
bye.
For Carlos,
bye.
And I'm Lafayette. We'll see you next time on Nerds Talking the Podcast.